Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a Team of the Season IAGO Aspas player review. This is a 93 rated Spanish winger who actually looks really good in terms of stats on the game. So, we start with 90 pace, that's pretty good. We then get to 95 dribbling, 96 shooting, and 92 passing. Phenomenal stats right there. He's 5'9" with the high work rates, left-footed on the right-hand side with the pretty bang average 3-star skills and weak foot. I wonder how that's going to affect him in game. So, couple of squad options for you today. Like the previous reviews for these La Liga players, we're going with a full La Liga squad as the first option right here, but then this is the more beastly type of team that I was ending up using. Some Prem Tots players in there, and that lovely front three of Guedes, Rodrigo, and IAGO Aspas himself. This team was pretty monstrous. So moving on in to the in-game stats for the Spaniard. As you can see, basic chemistry style is definitely gonna be your friend here. Little boosts here and there, getting me up to the likes of 98 acceleration and all sorts of other stats. But today I've gone ahead and used the Hawk chem style because, well, I'm using him as a winger, but I kind of want him to get involved as a forward, so I don't need to boost the passing. And the dribbling looks brilliant already. 95 ball control, 96 dribbling, 99 agility. I'm happy with that. Let's just boost him a little bit more in acceleration, sprint speed, some of them shooting stats. Let's get them to maximum, and then the odd bit of physical and aggression and stuff is always appreciated in game. So, moving on into all of the goals that I was able to score with this player, we can talk about the positives and negatives. And I think the biggest one that you were all probably expecting anyway, definitely is an issue, is the fact that he's got these 3-star skills and weak foot. It's just a shame. You almost want to swap wings with him and Guedes because it's a similar situation over there. 3-star skills and weak foot, you know, right-footed on the left-hand side, whereas the IAGO Aspas is left-footed with 3-star skills and weak foot, but plays on the right. So the low-driven shots aren't really a thing, because you're going to have to cut inside to do that. And, you know, you can actually manage it. There'll be times where you find the opportunity to cut inside, but it's just not as easy as if you've got a strong-footed player on that side. And then strength was, you know, you never really expect the IAGO Aspas to be strong. I thought maybe with some of the boosts that we'd given him, he might be able to deal with a little bit of physical confrontation a bit better. Not really the case. You're going to spend your time doing your best to evade defenders rather than getting into any battles there, because it's not going to end well for you. And then the work rate has proved to be somewhat of an issue, just because he's got the high defensive work rate as well as the high attacking. To me, all this does is really drag him out a little bit too much. So he helps back and tries to work like a right midfielder sometimes, which I'm not after. Like I said earlier, I wanted him as almost like a right striker. I wanted him up there to help me out, to help me get goals and stuff. And sometimes he just wasn't quite in the right position. So moving on to the positives though, obviously we talked about earlier how quick he was. With the Hawk chemistry style, he feels as quick as all of the other players, you know, super fast in the attack, no problems with the acceleration or the sprint speed, both seem very pacey. And then what I really love about Aspas and the boost that he's received now onto this Tots item is his agility, is his dribbling of the ball and stuff. Oh my days, it's ridiculous. He's very good on the ball. Despite only having the 3-star skills, I found that I was weaving past defenders just using close control and no-touch dribbling and stuff. And of course, there are the odd 3-star skill that's useful. You can do a little roulette, you can still hit the heel click and stuff, all of which are very important on the game. Now, something that I wasn't expecting from this player and that I really liked was his aerial ability. You know, he's only 5'9", and he seems like a tricky player. Not someone that you would ever expect to win stuff in the air, and he really does. You know, we're talking back post headers, getting your little extra goals for the team that can make all of the difference, and that's quite a big deal actually for this player. I was surprised at how good his aerial ability was. And then finally, we need to just touch on the fact that this player is going to gain you loads of assists because his passing stats are very tidy. He can pick out and spot and has good vision and all of that sort of stuff. And his distribution is solid. And then the shooting, you know, I love the power. If you can cut inside and get on that strong foot, you've got a couple options. One is to then hit that sort of, you know, low driven shot that we're all used to hitting on this game at this point. And then there's the Messi like whippy. There's the finesse shot, and Aspas basically does that to perfection. It feels like the curve, the finishing, the shot power, all of that stuff is just accurate and fully maxed out, and that's what I really love about him. That curved left-footed finesse shot into the top corner. It's beautiful, it works, and there you go, guys. That is my team of the season, IAGO Aspas player review. Let me know if he's right for your ultimate team. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.